What's up guys, ChasingLamely here and welcome to episode number 1 of the journey on FM19. In today's episode we are going to be looking for a job because unfortunately after our long and illustrious career in Sunday League football we're in need of a job. Turns out none of the supermarkets are hiring and uni's not working out, as you can tell by the amount of videos I'm doing. So today, in today's episode, we're going to be finding ourselves a club, hopefully. So we're going to see what's out there, we're going to apply for what we can get, and we're going to see what offers come back to us. So, without any further ado, let's check out the intro, let's see what jobs are going, and let's see what we can get done. I'm going to see you guys in a second. Enjoy the new intro. Okay guys, so as we can see, we are unemployed, very unemployed. We're looking a bit sad about how unemployed we are. English, strong start. This is our profile at the moment. So as you can see, we are completely without a club, and yeah, we have no badges. Our experience is Sunday League football. We've got Sunday League experience. Got a few languages under our belt. I do speak those, not necessarily fluently, but it doesn't let me choose not fluently. So we're gonna go with that. Let's have a look in the job centre and we'll see what's available. And first of all, I've got to get rid of all the jobs we can't apply for because it drives me mad that it does this. Also, we've got quite a lot of leagues loaded, so we're gonna see what's out there. Just get rid of these because nobody needs to look at all these jobs. Right, so this should be what is available. Oh, it's a new filter. It's a reserve and youth team jobs we can get rid of too. Yeah, see what we what. For some reason I can't get the Brazilian name thing to go away. So we're gonna make do. Let's have a look out here. VRE, we don't know who VRE are, so we'll work it out using the power of logic. Now, is there anything interesting to see here? For some reason I can't get the key players. I can get the key player. Okay, key player, Billet. We don't know anything about him because I've got attribute masking on. Also, I'm not liking this blue on the red. We're not gonna apply for them because the blue on the red is horrible. Sorry if you're a fan of whoever VRE is, but no. I think we're gonna apply for Rem because I like the idea of having no squad. That appeals to me. So we're gonna have a complete build there. Let's apply for that one for sure. Sal, do we want to be Sal? There's a lot of players on loan there. Lots of players on loan. I don't know what's bringing me to that squad that view straight away. João Paulo is their best player. We don't know anything about João Paulo, but he seems to be playing quite well. What's his history? He's played for a bunch of clubs. Okay, we'll apply for that one. Why not? Below average training facilities, we can work with that. Remember, we have to sort of start at the lowest level because there's nothing, we have no badges. So we're just going to hope someone will give us a job. We'll look at Star because Star could be interesting. Do we risk Love? Yeah, because they've got no players. No players is a winner for me. It's always a winner for me. I don't know why. I always seem to like a club that I have to completely rebuild. We'll look at Villa Dalmine. Club Villa Dal. I in theory I speak Spanish and I can't do that name. But we'll apply for it because it'd be funny watching me figure it out. If you know how to pronounce that, guys, let me know below because then I can be better at Spanish. We'll we'll look at the Swedish thing. Galivare Malberget F. I've got to have a short name. GMFF. That'll do. Okay. I quite fancy a trip to Sweden. We'll try a trip to Sweden. Oh, wage bills, nothing. Brilliant. And we can't sign non-EU players, which will make it even more fun. We've got to apply for Real Madrid. We're not going to get it, but we've got to apply. It's the rules. Albion Rovers. Trip to Scotland looks good. Try Shelburne and Derry, because why the hell not? Arendal. You know, a trip to Norway could be interesting. I've not managed in Norway before, so we're going to apply for that one. Let's see how that goes. Dirgy. Oh, they've got no players. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're going to apply for Dirgeview. Don't know where Dirgeview is in the general scope of the UK, but I'm sure I can find out by clicking the right things. Castle Derg. That sounds epic already. I'm all in on Dirgeview. Fortuna Cologne. I remember them being a big club once. Sure, I remember them being a big club once. Look at their history. I could swear, like, round here I had a really good save with them on one of the old championship managers, so I'm going to apply for that and see if I can rebuild it. Good old wage bill too for the 3rd division of Germany. Absolutely will take 32,000 a week and spend it badly. The Danish 2nd division. Again, they've got no players, so we've got to rebuild it. I like that. We'll take them. I could just apply for everything, but I'm not going to apply for everything because that would be... Oh, Jesus. They've got no players, but I've got to learn a whole bunch of... So I went to Denmark a couple of years ago, and I learned that Danish as a language is not pronounced in any way, shape, how it's spelled. So like we'd be like, Tarup, Parup, Idrætsforening. And it probably isn't anywhere close. So TPI, no wage bill. Oh, they're an amateur club. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing to start off with. We'll apply for Lokeren. We don't really look at Lokeren because I'm fairly familiar with them. I think they were someone's affiliate club once. I don't think they still are. Fairly sure they used to be affiliated with one of the big Premier League clubs. Got to apply for LA Galaxy and got to apply for Vancouver. A trip to Canada would do. Take a trip to Necaxa for sure. Hemel Hempstead could be interesting because a lot of their players are quite old. But they've got guys like Sanchez Watt in there, who's a really good player. Philip Roberts is a decent striker. Ishmael Yakubu and Lloyd Doyley both used to be quality players. And Darren Ward is a Swindon legend. So I think we'll take that. I think their manager just left them to go to Billericay chasing the money, which is, you know, fair play to him. What else? Do we want to go to Braintree? Do we want to go to Essex? Who's there that excites me? Anyone there that excites me to work with? I've got a Neeskins. That's enough for me. I've got a guy called Neeskins. We'll see if he's as good as the famous Neeskins. When he's playing for Braintree, he's probably not. Eastleigh need a rebuild too. We'll do an Eastleigh rebuild. Okay, some interesting stuff. We've got a lot of leagues loaded as well, guys. So it's a bit shocking to me there's not that many jobs. We'll apply for Macclesfield, because why not? I think Macclesfield are probably more interesting than they look. There's some good players there. Tyrone Marsh is decent. Michael Rose is another Swindon legend. Miles Walsh-Hayes has always been good for me in the past. I think we could do well at Macclesfield. I can't see us getting a League 2 job with the qualifications or 0 qualifications we've got. Do we want to manage North Korea? I mean, I don't actually. I don't want to manage North Korea, but I kind of want to see if we get offered the job. So we'll do that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've applied for everything except for the USA job, VRE, ATG, and Argentina. We definitely wouldn't get Argentina anyway as a first job. So I'm going to do a very casual cut now, and we'll come back when we start seeing some interviews coming in. So see you on the other side of the magical fade. Okay guys, so the first of the interviews is in. It's Hellerup Idrits Club. We'll see what they're all about. Lone Falsig, the chairman, wants to talk to us. Let's see what we've got here. I'm not going to do accents for this, guys, because I'm going to offend someone, and I really can't do a Danish accent. So we'll pretend that she got an Oxford education. Hello, Chasing. We're inviting you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. I'm glad you've given me a chance to explore this. Let's get down to business. You've never managed a club team before. Why is that? And why should I overlook that fact? I mean, I've not been in management long, but I've always wanted to manage a club, and I feel like this would be a good chance. So can we maybe? Thanks. Why are you in the running for a few jobs right now? I just want a job. We parted company with our last manager much sooner than anybody would have anticipated. Can you offer assurances that we won't be in for a repeat of that? I mean, I'd like to commit to a long and successful career with the club. The club is looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. When I'm comfortable just working. So, well, yes. Would you like to make any changes to the size of the backroom team? I'll wait till I see them, thanks. We will allow you to change the backroom. I mean, there's no point. I don't know anybody, so we'll make it work. Would you like us to judge you on anything? Not really. I'd rather you didn't judge me at all. It's quite offensive. We have no expectations that we expect you to fulfill. Expectations and budgets will be set in the build-up to next season if you're hired. Next season? Okay. I've no requests, thanks. I just want a job. If you could just give me a job, that'd be nice. Running Chairman Anders Norgard. Okay, let's go talk to the other team I can't pronounce. That'll make for a good series. Me having a club I cannot pronounce. It's going to be mostly the same answers because we mostly the same questions. We can look after the finances still. We don't have any philosophies we'd like to be judged on, and I'm not worried about budgets because I expect there won't be one. Rejected by Derry, Shelburne, Macclesfield, Fortuna, Cole, and Necaxa. Real Madrid didn't want to go. Real Madrid, they don't know what they're missing. Frankly, I think it's about time Real Madrid hired a manager that no one had ever heard of. We also got rejected by Lokeren and Rem. Anyway, Galivare Malmbergets want to interview us for the job, and I imagine it'll be much the same. Gert Silverhall. It's an epic name. Let's get down to business with Mr. Epic Name. It's going to be mostly the same questions, I feel like. We're going to commit to a long and successful career and look after the finances. And why are you the right manager for a team expected to struggle against relegation that's been in a fight all season? I've got the passion and fighting spirit that'll do. I'm more than happy to work with Krista. And I would like to not be judged again, please. Also, I feel like we would battle against relegation and not request any changes. Galaxy don't want us, Star don't want, Braintree might want us. Okay, Braintree has the advantage that I can pronounce all the names. It has the disadvantage of it being potentially a tricky job. You've never managed a club team before. That's true. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few? We're still looking for a job. Look after the finances. We're not going to make any changes. We are of no philosophies, and we're going to try and battle relegation. And I'm not going to request anything because you always say no to me when I do that. Okay. Been unsuccessful for a whole bunch of other jobs. We might be favourites for a job. Okay. Reports suggest you've attended an interview for the vacant TPI job. Do you have any comments to make at this time? I'm just considering my options. Oh, we favourite for 2 jobs. We're favourite for Malmbergets for our trip to Sweden. That's interesting. We're still in the running for the Vancouver job. Okay, this is coming down something good. All right, I'm going to go through the rest of the interviews, and we're going to see what contracts come our way, because we're going to do the same interview 100 times, as you can imagine, and we don't particularly want that, or you don't want to watch that. I don't even want you to watch me do that many interviews. We're going to come back when some job offers come in, guys. I'm going to see you in a second. Okay, guys, so we have been offered a job. It's at Galaval Malmbergets, and it comes with the warning that in the event of the club being relegated, we've been unable to consider keeping us in the role. Okay, they've got an English player. That's a good start. It's a name I can pronounce. Jacob Lever, who used to play for Flint Town in Wales. Chattanooga in... he's not really played anywhere big, has he? Okay. Where are we at in the Swedish 2nd Division North? We are currently... well, we would be 2nd from bottom, with presumably 14 games to play. That's a tough choice. We're going to delay this offer just in case something else comes in, but we'll take it if we have to. It's only a contract for a year, so it could go either way. We're going to delay that. Also, I switched to the dark skin because I was sick of the purple. I'm sick of the purple already. The dead Barney the dinosaur look doesn't work for me. Also, the Juventus job came up, and I applied for it because it's the Juventus job, and for some reason the media took a real interest in the fact that I'd applied to be Juventus manager, which seems strange to me because, you know, they must get hundreds of applications for jobs like that from people who are in no way, shape or form qualified for them. Yeah, maybe they heard about what I did at Stockport last season. They were like, yeah, we'll bring that guy in. It would be a humongous error, but we'll see. Andre Villas-Boas has gone to LA Galaxy. Well, that's a shame. See, they're taking far too much interest in this, considering I would never get the job. Who are these guys? They look Swedish. They are Swedish. And we'll apply for that just in case we need to get it. It will be... I'm not even sure what job I want. That's the trouble. Who are you? Oh, you're a guy who just got sacked. So around Brine. You'd have to be salty to not get that job, wouldn't you? Oh, screw it. Let's do it. Let's apply for that just in case. Good wage bill for the 2nd division. And also we're definitely gonna apply for Real Salt Lake because I would quite enjoy a trip to North America. We've got an Albion Rovers interview. Welcome, Chasing. Yep, the horrible Scottish accent's back. We're glad you've come along to discuss our plans for the club's vision should we decide to hear you. I'm glad you give me a chance to talk. Let's get down to it. You've never managed a club before. Why should I overlook it? Because I want a job. And I want a job. And I want to win now. But we'll commit to long and successful. We'll look after the finance. We can take on Celtic from Albion Rovers. That's definitely a thing. And I won't have any philosophies. And we will avoid automatic relegation and just get relegated the old-fashioned way. You know, with a playoff and whatnot. I've got no request to propose. Thank you. Okay. A whole bunch of stuff there. Oh, they want to talk to us about how we're going to take over at Albion Rovers. Beautiful. Sure. Why not? Let's see if we've suddenly become the favourite for any jobs. I do quite fancy the trip to Sweden. I'm not gonna lie, I do fancy that. But there's an appeal about starting the career localish, like starting in the UK. I don't know. I don't know what we should be looking at. The thing with starting unemployed is you never, you know, especially when you start unemployed with no badges, your choices are quite limited, and so you have to sort of think about where you would go from the jobs you're being offered. So, you know, if we do well at this Swedish club, how fast can we get up to Swedish leagues? And then from the Swedish leagues, how far do we, you know, how far do we travel from there? And that's what's going through my head right now. We'll definitely take an interview in China because they're all the money. Who are Sadness Elf? Sadness Elf are quite a big Norwegian club, I'd gather. Is there anyone there I recognise the name of? Probably not. Well, I like the fact there's a guy called Strangeland. We'll apply. We're not gonna get offered that job, surely, but we'll apply. It's just a case of waiting to see what comes through, I think. Let's see where we're at in terms of favourites. We're the favourite for Albion Rovers. We're the favourite for Gallivare. Jimmy Bullard, that annoys me. Jimmy Bullard annoys me. I don't know why, he does. Sorry if you're watching, Jimmy, mate, but I know I saw that video you did at Swindon, and you seem to like Phil Brown too much, which is it's put me right off here, I'll be honest, because I can't stand the fella. So, you know, right, let's see if we can get a job anyway. I should have warned you at the start, this might be a long episode. The first one where you're looking for a job always kind of is with these. Gary Mills has gone there, good. I'm trying to edit it down as much as I can, but it might not go well. I'm gonna make a cut there, casually, and then we're gonna come back and see if we get offered any more jobs. So yeah, we'll come back in a sec. Okay, we have another job offer. It's from Dergview in Northern Ireland. It's less money than the job in Sweden, and the wage budget is non-existent, I think is the word. They've got a really small squad, which I've said before I like, although, bloody hell, it's a lot of players. A lot of players just appeared. A few players wanted, but they're all frees, basically. Which tells me we're looking at an amateurish club, maybe, or a semi-pro, you presume. Yep. It does appeal to me though. Like, a trip to Northern Ireland does appeal. It's the second tier of Northern Irish football. in terms of setup, you're looking at playing a 4-4-2, which is awkward because they haven't really got any wingers or fullbacks. I think it's one of those situations where I'm going to put this one on hold, but we've got 2 offers now, 2 offers in the bag. Let's see if we can get a third one. Ideally something bigger. We'll find out. I'll come back if there's news. Okay, we've had 2 more offers. TPI, who are offering us absolutely no money, but it does have the benefit that we can walk away at any time. What does worry me is I think that's the lowest playable level of Danish football. There's no relegation though. It's a pressure-free job. However, living in Denmark with no money could be difficult for us. Do we have any affiliate clubs? An OB, that's not bad. It's not as an affiliate club goes, it's not bad. Although we can't loan any players from them. And they've got 9 season ticket holders, which means my budget wouldn't be great. Okay, when I put you on delay, it's a last resort in case anyone else pulls out. Hemel Hempstead Town. Now, Hemel Hempstead appeals to me because it's not far from London. It's a decent chance to build, and there are players in this squad I really, really like. However, it does occur to me that they've been done this year by someone on YouTube. So we're going to delay that one too, just in the hope something else comes along. Just in the hope. I'll be back in a sec. We'll see what happens. Okay guys, so we've had an offer from Albion Rovers, and it's a really good offer. Like £575 a week is not too shabby. But I've been thinking, and I think I might have made a decision. And I think it might surprise some of you, but as clubs have been sending in offers, I've been doing research, and Albion's a really good opportunity. It's a club with a good history. They have never, I say it's good history, but they've never really achieved anything of note. They've not been in the top flight in Scotland since the 1940s, and they've had just decades of struggle. But I don't think we're going to go there. Yeah. I was just having a long think about where I could see myself being. Like where I would choose in the real world. And I think I've made a decision. So unless something really big comes up, you're going to find out when I return where we're going to be starting this year's journey. See you in a second. Okay guys, time for the big reveal. So, it's not going to be Juventus. Unfortunately, they decided that Antonio Conte was their choice. It's a weird one. It's not like he's won anything ever. But it is one of these 3. So, are we going to go to Hemel Hempstead Town? It's a tempting offer. But London doesn't work for me right now. It just doesn't work. So we're going to say no. TPI. Taraparap Idrexforning. I've got that tiny squad I like. They've got the tiny squad I like, but all their players are going to disappear. And they're not offering me any money. So, bye-bye. This year's journey, ladies and gentlemen, is going to start at Galavar Malmbaguets. And I'll tell you for why. It's a two-part story. First of all, a few years ago I looked at moving to Sweden. I've always had a really good affinity for Sweden. I don't know why. It's a place I really enjoy. And it's a people I really enjoy. And, you know, they've got the small squad I like, which is always a bonus too. But I've always had this weird affinity for Sweden. That's part one of the reason. Part two of the reason I've been doing a bit of research because for some reason it was crying out to me that this is the job we should take, and I'm aware we could get fired if we get relegated, and that's fine. We'll figure it out from there. This club is in the Arctic Circle. That appeals to me. So we're going to go to Sweden. We're going to go to the Arctic Circle. We are the new managers of Galvari. I'll have to learn how to pronounce this. I think it was Galavar Malmbaguets. We'll see if we can get some more cash out of them because Sweden's expensive. Extra 100 quid. Boom. Done. £500 a week and we're going to Sweden, boys. Right. Join me in the next episode where I am going to show you exactly where this place is on the map. We're gonna see if we can make a life for ourselves there. We'll have a look at the ground. We'll have a look at some stuff. We're gonna enjoy going to Galavari Malmbaguets, and we're gonna learn to pronounce it properly. Until next time, guys, I've been ChasingLamely. Hit that like button and that subscribe button so you can see this very strange already journey. And we're back with another episode ASAP. I haven't decided on a schedule yet. It'll either be Monday and Friday, like the Stockport save, or it'll be there'll be a schedule. You'll figure it out when I figure it out. I'm going to see you soon. Until next time, guys, like, subscribe, communities below, other stuff below. Have a good one. I'll see you very soon.